Good morning to you all. Today we are discussing about the first chapter of your geography text. That's the chapter name as a resource. Then firstly we talk about what we mean by resource. All materials that is available in our environment that must be satisfy our needs. That materials are called resource. That means any substance can be used to satisfy need is a resource. That may be in rickshaw or maybe in the pen or maybe in notebook or maybe in water, etc. are used as a list out for the resource. Then in every resources has its own utility and also value. Then utility we mean that a resource which is in the form of object or substance. In the case of pen, if we do not have any idea to how to write using the pen, at that time the pen has no utility and also the pen is not a resource. And then next one is a value. Value means worth, and the things become resources only when they have value. Some resources have economic value or maybe attributes. Then in the case of economic value, and then our grandparents have know about some medicine, the use of some medicine plants. They have no economic value, but at the same time that's very useful for our health. Then we discussed about the time and technology depends upon how to influence the resources. Then the case of the time and technology is very important factor that change the substance into the people themselves are the most important resource. And the people's idea, knowledge and technology influence the use of resources. In the case of the discovery of the fire, discovering the fire led to the practice for cooking. That's a based depends for the knowledge and technology for the common people. Then we are discussing about classifications of resources. Generally, the resources can be classified into three broad categories. First one, natural resources, and then human resource, and then human-made resource. And the term indicates that natural resource. These resources are drawn from the nature and are used without much modifications. Air, water, soils, minerals are included consisting a set of natural resources. And also the natural resources are classified into different groups depending upon the level of development and use, then origin, and then the stock or renewability and the distribution. These are the different classifications of resources. And then, but in the case of the natural resources, that's a gift of nature. That's from the side of the earth. Then firstly we discuss about on the basis of development and use. In the case of development and use, there are two different types of resources. First one, natural resource, and second one, potential resources. In the case of natural resource, those resources whose quantity is known. The people have know about the quantity of that particular resource, and these resources are being used in the present. And then, for example, coal of Germany, petroleum in West Asia. That is the side of the actual resource. In the case of actual resource, the people must know about the quantity and used in the present. But in the case of potential resources, those resources which enter quantity may not be known. The quantity, the people cannot idea about the quantity of that particular resource, and then these are not being used at present to be used in the future. That means now we are not now you cannot using that resource, the potential resource that is only used for in the future generation. For example, uranium in Ladakh. These are the first classification: development and use, actual resource and potential resource. Actual resource the people have no idea about the quantity, but in the case of potential resource, have no idea about the quantity. But in the case of actual resource, the people are using the present day life And but in the case of potential resources, people cannot use the present their life, and they are used only in future. The next classification, that is on the basis of origin. It's a biotic and abiotic resources. In the case of biotic resources, that includes the living things. That, for example, plants and animals. That means the main section, that's the flora and fauna. You already know that. Then abiotic resources, which includes all non-living things. That means the soil, rocks, minerals, etc. are under the category of abiotic resources. You see, on the basis of origin, resources are classified into two, biotic and abiotic. The next one, the next classification, that is on the basis of stock or maybe the renewability. The resources are renewable resources and non-renewable resources. The case of renewable resources, those which can get renewed or replenished quickly are called as renewable resources. That means the creation for that particular resources is a very limited period of time, or maybe the short period of time those resources will get. And they are also called inexhaustible resources or the replenishable resources. For example, solar, wind, energy. Then on the category of stock, another one is a non-renewable resources. That is those which have limited stock. And also, once the stock are exhausted, it may take thousands of years to be renewed or replenished, or called non-renewable resources. That means the non-renewable resources can be created. The formation of non-renewable resources, that's we need so many years of time, and they are also called exhaustible resources. For example, such coal, petrol, natural gases. These are on the basis of stock, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources are replenishable, and the formation of time is a very short period of time. And the non-renewable resources, that is exhaustible resources, and it needs the formation of time as a very long period of time. Then another classification, that is on the basis of distribution. That is ambiguous resources and localized resources. Ambiguous resources are found everywhere on the earth, and for example, land, water, air are under this category. But in the case of localized resources are found only in certain places. That means in localized means a particular region we are in that for example, in the case of copper or iron or some minerals are localized in a particular area. But in the case of ambiguous resources, they are found everywhere on the earth. Then the distribution of natural resources depends upon the number of physical factors for like terrain, climate, and altitude. Altitude means height. That means the terrain of a particular area, or maybe the climate of the area, and then the altitude, that may be the height of a particular area. That was depending for the distribution of resources. And the distribution of resources here is unequal across the earth. In the case, for example, coal was placed in some particular region, but another region we have some uranium. That's the main reason for the unequal distribution of resources. That is terrain, climate, and altitude. Terrain, climate, and altitude, that's the main factor for distribution of resources. The next category, the next main category, that is human resource. Resources was divided into three categories: natural resource, human resource, and human-made resource. And now we discuss about the human resource. Human resource refers to the number and abilities of people. Ability may be the educated one, or maybe the skilled and labor, etc. under this category. And people can make the best use of nature to create more resources when they have the knowledge, skill, and technology. If the people got good knowledge about how to use particular resource, then we get more utility for that particular resource. So the peoples can make the best use of nature to create more resources when they have knowledge and skill and technology. People are under the category of human resource. Improving the quality of people's skills so that they are able to create more resource is known as human resource development. That means the better skilled and better aware about the technology and aware about better knowledge people, that's under the category of human resource development. The next main category, that is human-made resources. The resources which are created from the natural resources by the human beings to produce useful products are known as human-made resources, like roads, machinery, vehicles, etc. Technology is also a human-made resource. That means the human beings, the skilled human beings used creating some roads or maybe creating the vehicles or machinery. These are under the category of human-made resources and also technology including human-made resources. The next topic, that is conserving resources. Conservation of resources refers to using natural resources carefully so that they could be renewed and continue to be used in future. That means the resources we are using very carefully and protect and then prepare for the next generation or transform to the next generation. That's also called sustainable development. Sustainable use of resources refers to carefully utilizing resources and balancing the need to use resources and also conserve them for future generation. That means the resources we are using for any purpose, but at the same time we are very aware about the users and then protecting the resources and then transform to the next generation. And that's called sustainable development. It is our duty to ensure that all resources of renewable resources are sustainable. Then the diversity of life on the earth should be conserved and the damage to the natural environmental system should be minimized. And there are many ways of conserving resources. Each person can contribute by reducing consumption, recycling and reusing things. That's the main concept for your chapter. Because sometimes we are using the different types of resources. That's including the consumption. But at the same time we are aware about that particular resources are protect and carefully using and then transform to the next generation. That's the main idea for this chapter. And in this chapter we are studying about first one, define of the resources. Resources we mean that all materials available in our environment that must be satisfy our needs. That materials is called resource. That may be even pen or maybe water or maybe any type of materials that must be satisfy our needs. But in the case of pen, we have no idea about how to use pen. But at the same time, the pen has no utility and also the pen is not a resource for that particular person. In every resource has its own utility and also the value. And time and technology is very important factor for the use of resources. And then next section, that is the types of resources. Mainly there are three types of resources: natural resource, human resource, and human-made resource. In the case of human natural resource, that was divided on the basis of development and use. That is potential and actual resources. Actual resource has its own. The people have idea about the quantity, but in the case of potential resource, there is no idea about the quantity. And then in the case of on the basis of what? Biotic and abiotic things, that is living and non-living things. And then another section, that is on the basis of stock or renewability, renewable and non-renewable resources. One has a limited the formation of time, that's a very limited, and another one has the formation of time, that's a very long period of time. And another classification, that is on the basis of distribution, that is Amigas and Laplace this. There's a we have seen in everywhere, but in the case of localized, there's a name indicating that the particular area was focused on particular in one type of resources. And then next section, that is a human resource. Every people have the resource for the country. That means the knowledge, skill, and maybe educated person as included in the category of human resource. That means the people are the resources. Then next section, that is a human made resources. People use build a rod. That's a rod is a human made resource. And then the conservation of resources. Conservation of resources means in that we are using a particular type of resource that at the same time we are very carefully using and transferring to the next generation. As one of the important ideas, as a sustainable development, we are using the resources and satisfy our needs, but at the same time protecting the resources and transform to the next generation. These are the main ideas related to this